Hey, what is up, YouTube? This is Casey here with Lions Den Investments and Reviews. Hope you guys are having a good day. Hey, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor. Hit that like button real quick. I really appreciate it. Today's video, we're going to get into basically asking the question if the Bitcoin bottom is in right now. And then we're going to also talk about the corporations going all in here on cryptos over the next coming months, okay? Because you're starting to see some of these corporations come out in the headlines, like Staples Center, for instance, signing their $700 million deal. And you're going to see a lot more of that, okay? That's what I'm trying to say here is you're going to see a lot more corporations piling into cryptos over the next coming months. And actually, I called this like 2 or 3 months ago, guys. If you've been watching my channel, I've been saying that a lot of the powers that be, and very wealthy, influential people were going to start coming out in the headlines here in the news and telling you, like, for instance, like Tim Cook with Apple, right? He's already telling you that he's buying crypto himself. Okay, so you're going to see more of that. And I've just got more evidence here to prove that for you. But getting started here, let's look at the macros. I got 3 reasons here. This is from Cointelegraph. 3 reasons why Bitcoin's dropped to 56,500 may have been the local bottom. And if you go back and you watch one of my other videos, I was saying that Bitcoin would probably retrace somewhere to the tunes of $55,000, $56,000. Looks like we hit that target. Can we drop lower? Of course, but I don't think you're going to see it drop much lower, to be honest with you. And I'll show you why here in a minute. But 3 reasons why Bitcoin's dropped to 56,500 may have been the local bottom. I'm not going to read over the entire article here, just for the sake of time, but the downside move did not trigger alarming raising liquidations, basically. Cryptocurrency traders are notoriously known for high leverage trading, and in just the past 4 days, nearly 600 million worth of long buy Bitcoin futures contracts were liquidated. The options markets risk gauge remained calm. Okay, that's another factor there. To determine how worried professional traders are, investors should analyze the 25% delta skew. I'm not going to go over this chart here. I'll just leave a link in the description below so you can look at the charts and read more into this article and what some of this means. But that was reason number 2. Reason number 3 here, margin traders are still going long. Okay, so margin trading allows investors to borrow cryptocurrency to leverage their trading position, therefore increasing the returns. For example, one can buy cryptocurrencies by borrowing Tether or USDT and increasing their exposure. On the other hand, Bitcoin borrowers can only short it as they bet on the price decrease. Unlike futures contracts, the balance between margin longs and shorts isn't always matched. And this above chart here shows the margin lending ratio. So margin traders are still going long basically on that. So those are the 3 reasons why. But if we go over here to technicals and look at Bitcoin. Now on the daily, okay, I told you we had support right here at about 57,000. We dipped just below that, okay, and now we're coming back up. So right now we're in a range zone between 57,682 and the all-time highs here, which were, if you count the wick there, you're looking at about 69,000. So we're in a range zone right now. But if you look at this curve, okay, we've got, a retest on the support here. Came down a second time right there, and then we've got the third time right here. That's a very, very strong confirmation of more uptrend to come. Okay, so that's what I'm expecting over the next, month and a half at least. That's Bitcoin. But if we scroll out or if we zoom in and we look at the 4-hour chart. Okay, let me just get rid of this here real quick. Now, if we look at the 4-hour chart and you just draw a trend line down right here, you can see we've pretty much broken the downward resistance there. So we are outside the downward resistance, which is good. Now, if we zoom out and we look at the MACD, we are in an uptrend. The RSI is pointing upwards. You got the crossover down here, okay, so if you look at the histogram on the MACD, you'll see that the sellers were, losing momentum. We transferred over and we started heading higher again. Got the crossover right over here. That's on the 4 hour. If we back out on the daily, though, on the daily, the sellers are being exhausted. So I'm expecting a cross back over on the MACD here on the daily here soon, which would put us into more rising prices moving upwards. So that's Bitcoin, Ethereum. Ethereum looking pretty much the same way. Okay, I'm looking at this RSI though, because the RSI could roll over, and on Ethereum you might see a little bit of downward movement, but I don't think that's necessarily going to be the case, because if you look here, we got buyers, coming in and pushing the price up on Ethereum, and of course, if we zoom in on the 4 hour for Ethereum, you can see something really similar. We broke that downward trend right here. Okay, so we reversed the pattern from downwards. Now we're going upwards. Okay, so the only thing I want to do here is just cover Bitcoin and Ethereum today. I'm not going to go in and do technical analysis on any of these other tokens, because really, at the end of the day, Bitcoin and Ethereum are controlling most of the market. So that's why I focus on Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. Now, if we go back here to the fundamentals, I was telling you that more wealthy people and more influential people were going to be coming out, telling you basically what they're holding as far as their own personal investments. And then I was also telling you why I'm expecting more corporations to come pouring into cryptos and go all in on cryptos here over the next month or so. This was an old article here from October 19th, but I just wanted to point it out to you because billionaire investor Carl Icahn thinks Bitcoin may be the best hedge for inflation, right? There's others that are saying that as well. Now, you had all this money printing, the stimulus, the infrastructure bill that just went through for, I believe it was like $2 trillion. That's, you're going to need to hedge against the inflation, the money printing from all that. And if you got guys like Carl Icahn coming out here and saying this, what do you think the corporations are going to do? They're going to start making deals, doing stuff on their own, taking matters into their own hands, and hedging against this money printing. So corporations are no different than, say, an individual when it comes to their own personal finances for trying to survive in a hyperinflationary environment. So again, you got Staples Center, okay, who just came out. Now this one's pretty cool. This one's big. Staples Center, they're basically going to become Crypto.com Arena in a reported $700 million naming rights deal. And if you look down here, okay, Staples Centers is getting the new name. And this starts on Christmas Day. It'll be Crypto.com Arena. All right. Crypto.com is paying $700 million, according to multiple reports, over 20 years to rename the building, and the parties aren't publicly announcing the financial terms of what's believed to be the richest naming rights deal in sports history. So there you go. There's that right there for Crypto.com. And then over here, this one just came out too. And if you guys haven't hit that notification bell, go ahead and hit the notification bell, because you'll get updates when I post stuff. And I posted this out to my community not too long ago, but Time Magazine will hold Ethereum on balance sheets as part of a new deal. Okay? That's huge for Ethereum, guys. Huge. So, there you have it. I just wanted to point that out to you because corporations are going to wake up to this, and you're going to start seeing the masses pour into Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then that's going to trickle down into altcoins, okay? And this is right around the time I expected this stuff to start coming out. So it'll be interesting to see who we get next as far as a corporation coming in over the next month and a half or two. Guys, let me know who you think is next. Is it going to be Apple? Is it going to be Amazon? Is it going to be, Walmart? Who's it going to be? Leave your comments in the comment section below, because I'd like to hear what you think. And with that said, again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'll be putting out content here next week, And as always, guys, fear nothing, my friends. Till next time.